Hold on, graduates, walk on. Big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself, Marencha, Dawn. Let me pin your comments. Yes. I waited, until everybody had heard that, until the message had gone around, I wait, because that's my style, not immediate. I like to let people have their time to talk, to celebrate, to do all of the things them, right? Hold on, let me put my phone on silent, because I don't want no distraction. I don't want any distraction to what I'm about to say. Right. First of all, let me hail up all of the graduates. Big up yourself, Kathy Wallace, Sexy B, Norma, my sis. Big up yourself, Beijing Girl, my member. Big up yourself, Sanika T. Big up yourself, St. Vincent Girls. Big up yourself, Hortense Palmer. Big up yourself, Dawn. Big up yourself, Flavia, Arlene, Judith, Rich, Venice, Galson Nice, Wagwan Marensha, Paulette. Big up yourself, Drea, 1969, Gloria Douglas, Marjorie. Big up Antoinette. Hail to my member, Jeanette Johnson, big up yourself. Antoinette, big up yourself. Linda G. Bless, Green Lettuce, Pie Gordon. Chevelyn Henry, Know Your English Grammar, hiya. Lita Travels, what's up? Jenny Tom, big up yourself. Rosemary, big up yourself. Dimes, big up yourself. Queen, good to see you. Sexy B, what's up? Nicola Dixon, big up yourself. Monica Hawthorne, big up yourself. Daily Musings, Pauline Montague, Andrea Brown, Carrie, what's up? No man, your seat well secure. Charmaine, big up yourself. Wait, there's so much people there so fast. Eslyn, Herlexia, Kathy. Nothing but lovers. Charmaine, Seymour, Sandra, Lorraine, Cavelin, Foreign Woman TV. Big up yourself, sis. L'amour, Gloria, it is what it is. June, Sandy, Tisha, Healings, Devoni. All right. We're going to get started now. So I'm sure by now you have heard DMG has put out a cease and desist notice for Tina Chin. It has, it went, no doubt it's already gone viral. It came out on Facebook first. She has also uploaded it onto her YouTube channel. But and I know lots of us are celebrating because we all believe it's about time that something gets done about the situation on social media. But I just want to bring us down a little bit and ground us, because it's important that all bloggers, all platform holders are systematic in their reaction. And I need to explain what I mean. The first step of this, as you are aware, DMG has already made, and that is to communicate with the police about the harassment that she's facing here on social media and has been facing for a number of years. However, I want you to understand this is the first step. Now, some of you may have already heard the counteractions of Tina Chin. I also listened to some of it, not all, only because it's pertinent to the blog that I'm about to do. No other reason, because when she's over there cussing and carrying on, I don't listen. But anyway, I listened carefully to the rationale behind her action. And the more I listened, the more I was convinced that this individual is truly in need of help. A lot of imbalanced arguments, a lot of what we call a red herring argument, which means that you just throw something in there and attach your feelings to it, and it has nothing to do with what's going on. It is really important that the bloggers who on various occasions have stepped out onto their platform make it extremely clear that we have never been paid to do our jobs. For one thing, IHTK, Head Teacher K, HTK Speaks, A Touch of Class with Head Teacher K, all those names that I carry on social media as pseudonyms have never been paid to come out here and curse anybody. The job and the role of a blogger is to share information. Sometimes it is to come out here to defend a cause. I can speak for myself to say that where Tina Chin is concerned, I have always spoken up on the basis of justice, truth, and facts. Where I have made other blogs assessing behaviors, and some of which may ascribe, that's my own opinion, to which I am entitled. However, such blogs had nothing to do with just one subject. What I will say is that I have no regrets in anything that I have said where that individual is concerned, based on my own observations of that person's behaviors out here on social media. So I am asking and calling on all bloggers systematically to categorize the evidence that you have. Where possible, upload them onto your page or make them public so that the links can be provided for the process. She has made a public plea to ask bloggers to please forward all the evidence that they have. An email address will be provided, but in the meantime, pull your evidence together. Anything that you heard that was declared by DMG in that appeal, that public plea, please categorize the evidence and make it ready, because that is the next step. It's one thing to make a report. It's another thing to ensure that the evidence is there. Whatever evidence that is had. For example, DMG mentioned that threats were made with regards to her life. If you have those evidence, that in particular is extremely key. Please make sure that you create a short clip, not with your commentary, just the clip, so that it's ready. You do not have to make it public. You can have the links private. And when you are ready, send the links to the email address that will be declared. Make sure that anything that you have clearly demonstrates not just voice, but the face. If possible, if the lives were done in the dark, then you don't have any choice but to show that. But where you can show a face, the name of a page, it is vital. Even better if you have the dates when these things took place. Be sensible in how you put together the evidence, because if you say you support this lady and you truly want justice, this is the way to do it. For once, let us rally together for what is right. It doesn't matter if you don't like me, if me and you not get on, I don't care. Generally out here, we all support the works of this lady because we see the good that she does for our community. And this is not being done on the ask of DMG. I have taken to do this myself. Ubex. It's one thing to do all of that, the show and tell for entertainment and for earnings. This is good. This is how you guys make your money. I am asking for a selfless task to put together the evidence, title it with what it is that the person's saying, save it on your channel as a private link, that all you have to do is email the links across, rather than sending bulk files, because that's probably going to be too much work. Let us stand together for a purpose, and that is achieving justice against cyberbullying. There are many out here who needs to get this treatment, who come out here and lie and slander against people's names. Many. And this is probably just the start, or at least a real public example in the pipeline. But until that is done, there is nothing to celebrate about. Tina Chin has already started to make crucial mistakes following the report to the police. In her 3 subsequent lives, she has gone on and still continues to call the woman's name in 2 of those lives, her full government name. We already have the file. She has also continued to make false allegations that this lady pays bloggers, recruits bloggers, hires bloggers to carry out various acts against herself, of which she has given absolutely no proof. She has particularly called out Kingston 13 and Chef Noel, claiming that they were hired by DMG to send police to her house, to take pictures of her house. And this is the kind of slanderous and defamatory information that she's passing on to her audience without evidence. It is one thing to say that this was done, and she's within her right to say that somebody came to her house without invitation, somebody put a nail in her tire, somebody did this and somebody did that. Because if that's her experience, that's her experience. I'm not here to debate that. But it's another thing to make a sweeping allegation to say all of these acts are under the leadership and guidance and instruction of one person, purely on the basis of endorsement. That will never fly in any court of law. Never fly in any court of law. And this is where it is very clear that psychologically this person is battling with something. And that is why an assumption can be made that you are delusional. Because how can you make such a baseless comment, such a reckless accusation against somebody's name? If you look at a person and say, I think, it is very different from saying, I know. Your choice of words and language are damning. And this is what will be used against you in the court of law. There is several incidents of you making these accusations, claiming that the lady is a scammer. You have no evidence of scamming taking place. That in itself is a damaging statement for her brand. You have many videos of you claiming that you will write letters with blood in your pen in order to stop her progress. It's there. Bloggers have it. Put it together. I listened to the live where you blatantly said that you would put 2 in people who were associated or affiliated or in anywhere near shape or form to the planker shop. You said you would put 2 in of them. That was your word. So what you're going to put 2 into and with what? Put 2 what? You will have to explain this to the police. Put your evidence together. You made it clear that Chef Noel and Kingston 13 were under her instruction. What evidence do you have of this? What can you use to prove to the police that this is something that this lady did? There is no proof. Tammy, I'm on my live. There is no proof. What evidence do you have? Bloggers, put your evidence together. We have the videos. Upload them to your channel. Create a private link. Once the email address is available, you can send the email, the links to the email address. Do not just be doing this out here for entertainment. Now is the time to act, and it is time sensitive. I know the historian has the files. Most of the files, if not all. The particular live that was done in the dark is so crucial. That one. As long as you have that screen recording, and especially if you have it with the name of her page present, it's extremely useful. The continuous mistakes that are being made, let her continue to make them. They're very unwise. Some of you do not understand when people have had enough. And it is at this point that the full length of the law will have to be used. Any accusations that can be made, there is a big flaw in your arguments. Do you know what the flaws are? Because I went and I listened to the videos. No names were called, excepting once. And I'm not going to do your work for you and tell you which one had the name. No names were called. To assume is to make a fool, or rather an ass, out of you and me. And when you take a live where there is no name mentioned, and you start to ascribe it to yourself, to he, she, and the old lady, you still have no evidence that it was directed at you, or she, or the old lady. There is evidence of your obsessive tendencies despite being blocked. The moment you got your notification that she went live, while you were on your live, and you even declared, oh, she's live. Bloggers, find that one. Then you dare to come on your live today to claim the lady did not apologize and she's lying. Oh my God. The apology is blatantly there. How could you tell your followers that? Something is wrong with you. Something is seriously wrong with you. You seem to think that we come out here because we are being coached. I can assure you we are all adults. And while I can't speak for other bloggers, I can speak for myself. I come out here under my own effort, my own desire to speak about any subject I feel like speaking about. You spoke such untruths about her recent event, claiming that she was capitalizing on the basis of cancer. Such a despicable lie. She has never once said that the event is to fund the cancer research programs. Never. And there is no breach in any law, civil or otherwise, that you cannot have an event to acknowledge or to raise awareness about the impact, which she did. Which she did. The evidence is there. Do you really think when you stand up in front of a judge and say those things that they will not look and see a deranged individual? Then you try to link all kinds of happenings to this one lady who's got nothing to do with whatever it is that you're saying, or at least nothing evidently to do with it. There is no evidence out here in these social media streets. What evidence do you have? What claims can you make that link all of these things to this one lady? Because she endorses people on her page or she acknowledges bloggers who are doing these things. She is not their parent. She is not their guardian. These are all content creators and influencers who celebrate her. So why should it be an issue to celebrate them too? Whatever it is that we choose to do with our pages afterwards has nothing to do with anything other than what we see out here as unrighteous behavior from you. Don't forget your Big Bertha t-shirts. We have screenshots of it all. Claiming no scamming in America. And the mere fact that you continued in your third life to actually refer to her as Bertha shows a clear and distinct link on the basis of what you are discussing on your lives. So don't think that because you didn't call a name there, you still can't link it. You are digging a hole for yourself by opening your mouth and saying things that are defamatory, unprovable, and without substance. If it is that you truly had evidence that this lady had hired all these people to come out and do all these things, why was your initial report not taken seriously? After all, the ladies in America know, what would have stopped an arrest from taking place? Had you any evidence, any link at all to the lady? You have none. You have none. Every day you insist, big up yourself, thank you for the super chat. Every day you insist on coming out here and telling your audience all manners of lies. And you know what I also noticed that you do? You suck in other vulnerable people on social media to try to fight your battle by your side. You start calling up other people's names who are going through their social media drama. And then you're trying to imply that this lady is behind that too. What is wrong with you? These people have their own drama and issues going on. If you believe that Chef Noel and Kingston 13 and whoever else name you call, y'all call mine apparently. I don't know, I didn't hear. But that's what I was told. If you believe we were paid, where's your proof? Paid to come and curse you. Where's your proof? I never got paid to curse you, not at all. Never got paid to curse you. Never. I do that for free. And I didn't even curse you. No, cursing is dipping up and then telling people about them mad and telling people bad word. I never once did that. I spoke about your behaviors. And I gave you some hard-hitting truths that gave you sleepless nights. And I am not sorry. It was deserved. Because you came out and you decided to destroy that woman's event with slander and lies. And I never once went in DMG's phone to say, look what she had done. No, I did it. And she was unaware until whoever it is made it known. Big up yourself. Thank you so much for the super chat. Big up yourself. We are sick and tired of people not just like you, not just you, but people like you who come on here and because you're so full of enmity, bitterness, and rejection, because all of you wanted to draw near and all of you got pushed away. And every single one of you that got pushed away, Uno cannot get over it. When people don't want to have anything to do with you, you guys cannot get over it. Complete obsession. And nobody of intelligence is going to look on that behavior and give it a thumbs up. Wise people know when to walk away. Wise people know when to walk away. How many times have I come out here and said, you have talent, Tina Chin? How many times have I come out here and told you, you have talent, you can do things, you're good at media, all of these things I have told you. But instead of focusing on that, you manifest your time on here, caught up in what this lady is doing. And you even confessed it on your live that you have to watch the lady. You have to see what she's up to. Evidence of stalking and harassment. Evidence of stalking and harassment. Out of your own mouth. Bloggers unite. Come together. Put together the evidence, the clips. Title them according to what you know is going on in that live. Save it as a private list, a private link, a private video on your channels. Once the email address is available, send the link. Just as we will not allow her to fail in her efforts because of the amazing humanitarian work that she has done, we will not allow her to fail in this endeavor where you are concerned. I'm calling on everybody that have evidence. Send the links. None of you, as far as I know, getting paid for this other than on our own channel pay. We want to deserve. I'm not going to call individual names. I'm not putting anybody on the spot. But you know who you are. You know who are in her corner and who support her works. And even some of Uno will move away, but still have her best interest at heart. And know that she has been persecuted by this woman out here for years. Because even when she claimed she was silent, we have screenshots of her commenting all over the place and saying derogatory things from her very own page. Put them together. Create a video with all those screenshots. Save it on your page as a private link. Now is the time when it will come in very handy. Big up yourself, Leggy. We have seen too much injustice out here. Too much injustice out here towards this one lady. And let me tell you this. There's more to come. All of you who feel that you can live on people's name, harass them for their content, call them out of their name, fling up them real name on the titles. Just wait, man. Something is coming. Evidence is being collated. Tired telling you, silence does not mean inaction. Some of you already have the police eye on you and don't even realize it. You understand? I'm not telling them to necessarily put it public though, guys, because obviously if it's clips of her content and stuff, they want to avoid strikes, etc., etc. I'm talking about doing it on a private basis so that only somebody who has the link can watch it. So therefore, it will be done specifically for DMG's legal proceedings. You understand? Yeah. I'm not going to tell them to do anything to put their channel in jeopardy. Right? When we clap back on our own. When we clap back based on the injustice we see, as bloggers, we are within our rights to do that. That's freedom of speech. You put information out there in the public hemisphere. Nobody can stop us talking about it, analyzing it. Just like how nobody can stop you clapping back at us, which you have done. Which you have done. Sometimes you deliberately come for those of us who are attached to the lady in terms of support. Sometimes you deliberately target those who are nearest and dearest in terms of people around her who are not even bloggers. You understand? Here you are calling Carol's name. I, for one, have never ever come for your children. Never. And if any blogger has done that, they've done it on their own backs. Based on the fact that you have come out here and you have gone for her children. And so their clapback is to give you your dose of your own medicine. But at the end of the day, you're looking at it that because they're doing it to defend the ladies, children who you've gone after first, she's the one that's hiring them. There's no logic there. There is no logic there at all. The only reason why the bloggers have to open their mouths and say something is because DMG has remained silent. This lady has turned her eye away from your mess constantly. And when she can't take any more, she may throw words to telling us enough to come off her name and stop being stagnant in your lives. Stop being obsessed with what she's doing. And nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that because it's the truth. She never came out here and lied. And okay, let's take your argument that accusations were made. Can you put your hand on your heart and say she called your name? That me want to know. Can you put your hand on your heart and say the lady call your name? Or did you bite and say it's you? Did you bite and say it's you? And even if there was a discrepancy and it wasn't you, okay. Was an apology not offered? And what did you do with that apology? Would that apology not have covered everything? What did you do with it? You're talking about the fact that, oh, the lady come out here and she discriminates on the basis of achievements and material things and blah, blah. There's nothing wrong with your opinion there. If you want to have that opinion, that's fine. Nobody cares about that opinion. That's what you think. Nobody cares. If you want to think that's what she thinks and that's how she is, you are actually free to do that. But what you're not free to do is to come out here and lie on us bloggers and say that we're getting paid to come out here to do her dirty work. No. We get paid from our platform. That's what we get paid for. But we also get paid to tell the truth and to speak the facts. And that's what we do without apology. How many people do you have as little minions of your own running around doing damage on the lady's name? Who you endorse? Let's talk about that. You claim that DMG endorses certain bloggers who do these things. How about the fact that you endorse pages that body shame? You endorse pages that tell blatant lies on her brand. You endorse pages that cyberbully and stalk. I have seen you repeatedly commenting all over the place wherever this is taking place to tear down the lady's name. None of us can say that is a lie because we see it. You are there 24/7. The moment there is a battle where there's a teardown of DMG, you're present and accounted for and first in the class and sitting at the front. If that is not a sick and obsessive person, I do not know what is. You cannot run away from your timestamp on this internet. Everything that you have done is permanently etched, not only in memory, but on metaverse and also on YouTube. She's not the only influencer. You are looking at it as though she's the only influencer. You have forgotten that your page is fairly big. You have forgotten that you are equally an influencer. You have forgotten that you are also capable of manipulating your audience. Why are you pretending as though you have no voice? Hmm? And that's why we come out here and we spit the truth and we tell you the facts and we make you aware of your behavior to check it before you wreck yourself. Why should we apologize for that? On what grounds? And you do not have followers who care for you. What you have over there are a bunch of people who hate and despise a lady for her achievement and her progress and her sassy personality. They can't stand it. They hate it. Because she's able to fly and she's able to celebrate while doing so. And you guys want to see her broken to prove a point. So they gather on your page like parasites. And they rile you up and encourage you to do certain stupid things. And you claim to say that you have got intelligence and education. You claim. And you don't see that you are going down a destructive path. Hmm? You are there talking about, oh, you call her by her, you call her out of her name, you refer to her body. You're commenting on her male friends by their sexuality, blatant homophobia and discrimination, just by the derogatory name that is used. None of that kind of language has ever happened on my page. You discriminate on the basis of shape, of body. You discriminate on the basis of sexuality. You also discriminate on the basis of abilities. How many times have you referred to people as special needs, as disabled, as products of incest out here? How many times have you done this? The kind of behavior that you display over there in a big foreign America is the kind of behavior that often gets businesses cancelled permanently. Should anything come out of this and this hits the paper, what will the American public think of you? This is why you have to so desperately scramble to your platform and tell repeated lies. This is why you have to do it. And you genuinely think, I can't speak for other bloggers, that I hate you. I don't hate you. I don't even know you're from Adams. I don't have time to walk around and hate you. Let me tell you something. When you were busy having sleepless nights and doing lives and calling up my name, me only aware of it by word of mouth. I was fast asleep, snoring like a baby in my bed. Me not remember you. And yet you have to delete. Why constantly do behaviors that you have to hide? Hmm? But we bloggers, we don't have a problem clapping back with you, you know. You know that generates content, right? It does. So the moment you come for us, we can come back for you and so on and so forth. And the pong goes on and it becomes all content. But it's not our characters that you're really maligning. When you call us names that not coming like nothing, water for duck's back. But there are people out here that you specifically go for and you go to a different level. And it's people who are established with reputations, with brands. People who are ardent business people, hardworking business people with something of value to their name. And you go out of your way to tear them down repeatedly, one after the other. You take your pause and you come right back and you do it tenfold. And even when you take your pause on your personal pages or your business pages, you are up and down in comments, making statements all over the place with the lady's name. Remember how you went on the student, the recipient of her program's page, and you started to actually cyberbully a child? Urain? We have the screenshots. We have the screenshots. Another sign of harassment and bullying is targeting the people who are on her program, blatantly on her program. Some of you out here think that you are going to get away with going on your platform, digging up on the people, talking about their family members, talking about what they are not when you've got no evidence, talking about what they are when they've got no evidence, and thinking that you're all going to get away with it because it's just social media. But some of you are not smart enough to realize that there is a very thin line between having an opinion and stating something as fact. And you, Tina Chin, have stated many defamatory things, slanderous things, libelous things as fact. And the evidence is right there. So whatever it is that you are going to bring to any police for any stupid reports will amount to nothing when these things are presented before the court of the law. Mark my word for that. You will not stand a chance. And financially, you're going to be out of pocket. But anyway, people, I don't come on here to stay for very long. I'm just asking bloggers to unite, to think, to put things in little clips. It's time dependent and sensitive. Present it in the form of a private link. Once DMG puts up that email address, don't hesitate to send that evidence to the lady. Don't hesitate to send that evidence to the lady. Title it according to what's taking place in the video. And I would advise that if that can get done by next week, Monday, Tuesday, the latest, something can happen in the form of justice served. It's about time we use our skills to level the playing field out here. Absolutely. Anyway, graduates, I love and respect you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for also the platform holders who are here and present and listening. Big up on a nice, clean self. Yep. At the end of the day, I love those pink hearts. Send them up for DMG. We respect and we adore this lady for a good reason, because she has done what a lot has not done for people in our community who are vulnerable. And we will always respect her. Even if we don't agree, we still celebrate. Us bloggers don't have to be pals to see that this is the clear and obvious course. So even if we don't agree, we still celebrate this one lady. Let it be done. This is your girl, Head Teacher K, and I'm out.